How do you plan to use NFT to change the property industry?
At Citadel, if you think about it, we are actually disrupting the real estate market, property market. And if you think about property as a whole, in its purest form, it's actually a form of art. This is actually productive art. This is art that's actually generating its own rental income. And we have seen how NFT have disrupted the art scene, the music scene, even the social clubs and private clubs. We believe that the last bastion is really in the property space now. Property as a whole has traditionally been very difficult to disrupt for many reasons. But with this NFT movement, we are starting to find a way to actually digitalize, bring the property on chain as a form of art, and then using the technology on chain, improve the accessibility, the liquidity, as well as the composability of this property. And what this means effectively is that it increases the value of the property on chain versus the property in the real world. Now, if you think about it today, the most efficient form of property out there is actually the real estate investment trust, your REITs, as you've seen it. And the value of a REIT is effectively your capital gain. As a REIT holder, your capital gain, as well as the dividend income that you receive from it. And that's all it is today. That's your value. But this is not the value of the entire ecosystem. Because if you think about it, the greater ecosystem consists of the transaction fee you pay exchange every time you transact the fee, the listing fee for the property, you have the commission that you pay the broker, the custody fee on top of that, and then there's the bid-ask spread from the market maker. Now this collectively is the full value chain of the property market today. And a whole bunch of it, as you can see over here, goes towards paying your middleman. It is enough to feed your exchange, your broker, front, middle, back office, as well as your market maker, and all their shareholders. But the most important thing about all this is that whenever they are doing the market making services, they're effectively using your REIT that you're depositing with them to earn all these fees, but none of it comes back to you. Now, by digitalizing real estate on chain, using the NFT, we are able to leverage the blockchain technology to effectively take over this entire ecosystem and redistribute the value back to you as the rightful owner of the real estate. And our project have launched effectively. In fact, if you look at it today, we have tokenized a property that is generating 4.1% yield in the real world, but it's generating in excess of 30% on chain. Now, a property that is generating in excess of 30% on chain versus a property of 4.1% in the real world, the price effectively is very different too. As you can see over here, just by our POC, our first tokenization project, we effectively demonstrate that the value of the property on chain can easily be in excess of the value of the property in the real world. And all this is unlocked using the NFT and blockchain technology. So that's what our project aims to introduce. And we are hoping that by combining DeFi, NFT, we can actually unlock all this hidden value in properties globally.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. So I think what's really cool here is there's quite a common thread going through, right? Which is using blockchain, that technology, and what really is very apparent here is the benefit of having this information on chain and being transparent and potentially cutting out so many middlemen along the way, right? And I think what's really cool that Joe maybe could go into as I'm building layer C as well, right? What's really very powerful of all this process of cutting out middlemen is all these kind of rewards and monetization could actually be coded into your smart contract. That's how you cut out these middlemen and make all this kind of monetization so fast, free, and so easy. Once you code these smart contracts correctly. So yeah, I think this is quite a common trend I'm seeing, like this the thread of transparency, as well as having data stored on chain that's trackable. So maybe starting from Joel again, right? How do you think this theme is shaking up your industry, and what are some of the challenges to adoption that you go through, as you acquire more customers?
Thank you. I think that's a very good question. So I'll start with the first question: how it's going to disrupt the industry? Now we are evolving, we are iterating and improving, and real estate typically has always been very resistant to change. Mainly because the actors in the space, the vested interest in the space is very deep and very heavy. But where we believe we will start making the change is, as we mentioned earlier, by disrupting the middleman for those who are extracting value out of nothing. Because we believe that at the end of the day, all